Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Barry. Last time around we had Listen with Your Ears, React with Your Face, where Barry was dealing with a lot of troubles that resulted in him, Taylor, Vaughn, and Chris all bum-rushing the Bolivian plane, at which point they started firing and Taylor may have been shot, which might honestly be the best thing for Barry. We'll have to see how that turns out, though. Meanwhile, Moss was going to break everything off with Jean, but she just couldn't help herself, and when she went back to the theater, she encountered one of the Chechens and got into a gunfight and ended up killing him, putting all suspicion back on the theater. I gotta sneeze. Okay. And also, Sally wants to play Macbeth. So, yeah. That's pretty much where we are. Why don't we just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Barry. Here we go.
Taylor, they're already here! The plane's already here! Taylor, stop!
I do love the detail on the sound, where you just hear and then just and then it hits them. Just, I don't know. Shoot him. Oh, that rolled a lot of times. Anyway. Loud, fast, and keep going. Louder, faster, funnier.
Hey, you're not gonna believe this. The pilot is from the same village as my grandfather in Bolivia. It's fucking crazy, right? Woo! Whoa. What happened? I've only been here for 2 minutes. You already shoot someone.
I did good.
A bum rush. Ve por ellos. Go.
Go check it out. Yeah, they look pretty dead. Oh, Barry and Chris got away. Well, got away is a very relative thing.
If you wanted in on my stash house, all you have to do was call me.
He's angry. I can't tell.
You know, I have been a fan of yours for a while. Like when you sent me that bullet via DHL, I was like, wow, this guy,
God.
He is next level. Listen.
No,
I
he
know
gets
how hard
him.
it is to
This is
break into
terrible.
Los Angeles, but you and I, we should be working together, not against each other. No?
What's happening? He is super nice guy.
Nah.
We fucked up.
Whoever told you that is just wrong.
We need to kill Fuchs.
I
Oh,
mean,
no.
you just assume that I am this mean guy without ever meeting me? Listen, do you know the book, The Four Agreements? You owe it to yourself. It is life-changing. Agreement 3 in the book. Don't make assumptions.
Don't make assumptions.
Is that in the Four Agreements? Such a great book.
Maybe we could take 2 steps back.
It makes an
or
ass out of you
start
and me.
over.
I have to back my people here. So, yeah, it's a war now.
War.
Okay.
This is really not good news for me.
Well.
¿Quién eres?
Fucking Christ. All right. Hey, man.
¿Quién eres? ¿Para quién trabajas?
Chris?
Hello, Chris.
Chris, shoot him.
Dime. Estás muerto.
Chris, he radios his buddies. We're dead. Chris, do it now.
Chris.
Chris? Chris?
Chris! Chris! Chris!
Oh.
Hey, we gotta go. Come on. No. Pick that up. We'll get rid of it. Come on.
Chris has never done that, has he?
You killed a bunch of my guys, so now I have to kill a bunch of your guys. You know how this shit goes.
Man, I just sent a
Oh, damn.
Yeah. The same military guy you just killed, he killed few of my guys too, so maybe we are now all even given. If only
Military.
is be impeccable with your word. I have
Barry.
my people here, so, yeah.
Damn, how'd they get that?
Lord. This is really not good news for me. You know, if you
How'd they get that? Was it
Four
the...
Agreements on Amazon, I'll buy it for you. You really never read it, huh?
Took
My wife
4
gave me
agreements.
Mars Venus book.
Okay, there's about 10 more minutes of discussion for agreements.
Rouse and stir, as life when it's fuck. Ugh. Sorry. Gene, I could really use some direction here.
It, to use a technical term, sucks.
Meh.
So why don't we just go back to Lady Macbeth and just chalk it up to overreach?
No.
This is what he said. Macbeth
playing
ruins
Macbeth.
people.
My queen, my lord, the queen is dead.
That's not... I can't. I can't. I'm sorry.
I just got mine, sir.
Fucking lie!
All right, everybody, let's take a tight 5. I'm talking a tight 5.
Tight.
Nick.
Nick specifically. You know, I want to empathize with Sally, but we have more important things to be doing.
Your eyes as big as saucers, little blood in your hair. That's a nice touch.
Meh.
Are you on drugs, Barry? Because
I wish.
clean is it?
I have a friggin' Facebook page.
Hey,
I don't.
Lancaster Sheriff's got a shot-up car near an airstrip. 2 DBs, both Marines.
Let me guess. One of them's this guy.
No, but if you'd have been right, that would have been really cool.
Meh. Not quite. The book. It's Ryan's book.
Hey, that's a connection, wouldn't you?
We just left their bodies out there. What do I do next time I see Vaughn's girlfriend? Huh? What the fuck do I say?
Don't say anything, all right? Don't say anything. I'm just gonna lay low.
Chris,
man.
why'd you go with them?
The guys I work for, they're already pissed at me because I fucked this job up. They sent a guy out to kill me, all right? What we need to do is we need to relax. Just not do anything.
No,
We need to lay low.
I cannot live like this, okay? We could go to jail.
Okay, no, the only way anyone's going to jail is if you go to the cops, all right? These people I work
You,
for,
you just gotta not say anything.
they'll go after your family. They'll go after your wife. They'll go after your kid.
Fucking kids.
They'll kill them. Find out about me, they'll find out about Fuchs, they'll find out about the acting class. Everyone will be dead.
Well, I don't fucking care, Barry. I killed a guy. Okay, now you might be cool with this shit, but I'm not. I got a wife and I got a kid, okay? And then, and then she fucking knew. She knew something was up. When I came home, she knew it. That's it. Okay, that's it. I'm going to the cops and I'm gonna tell them everything. And if I gotta do some time, fine. But I'm coming clean.
Why did you say that?
Don't. Barry, don't do it.
Facebook me, dude. You're a fucking hitman, and then you fucking Facebooked me.
Why'd you just say that?
I told you to get out of the car, man.
Damn.
You know what? It's cool. I can keep quiet. So I'm gonna drop you off. And then I'm gonna keep my fat trap shut. And then, you know, I promise you, no one will ever know any. Wait.
Oh. And the gun in his hand. Shit, this season got, like, way darker than I realized.
Many men making much money. Many men making much
Well,
money.
at least they're actually,
Making much
like, doing something.
Loud, fast, and keep going. Hands in.
Guys.
1, 2, 3.
Cruisado!
Just say his name.
Welcome
Recently, our dear friend Ryan Madison was taken away from us too soon. Because of this, all of the proceeds from tonight's show will go towards the fight against violence.
That's so non-specific, but alright.
Fucking Barry couldn't be bothered to show up. I need someone to do a stupid part. Is there any way one of you could help me, please?
Oh, we have a saying in Italy. You make your bed.
Oh. You fucked that up. You fucked it up with Barry. Oh. He made it. He's gonna use his trauma over...
The Queen, my lord, is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, back up. Slow. You're almost there. You made it.
Tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day.
No one will ever know anyway. Wait.
He didn't make it.
Hello?
See, it's also the penultimate episode, so I don't see this actually working.
Bomb! Yes! When? Hello? Cannot once start me.
Come on. Come on. He's going out. He doesn't have a costume. He doesn't have anything. Oh my god, though. Even without the costume.
My lord. The Queen is dead.
Oh! Roll with it. Roll with it. Roll with it. Even without his costume, roll with it.
She should have died hereafter.
Oh!
Tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow. Creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time.
Got a girl.
And all yesterdays have light.
Let's go!
It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Woo! Oh yeah, baby! Let's go!
Barry!
And all it took was Barry's unending trauma.
I just saw you go to a place tonight I have never seen before. I don't know if you can do it again, but it was amazing. Okay, I see you're still in that place.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
You know, I have a few notes. They can wait till Monday.
Yeah. Damn, I was kind of hoping that Jean could, like, help him through it a bit.
That was acting, Barry. You are a real actor.
I am?
Yes.
Thanks.
I mean, whatever you did tonight to get to that place, that's your new process, okay? All you have to do is do that every time.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go change.
All you have to do is kill one of your friends and think about their mourning family. Then you'll be an actor. Oh no. Oh my gosh. You know, this show's great, man. This show's great because for what you could honestly think in the first couple episodes is just sort of a dark comedy. Oh boy, the drama part of it though, that is also very good. Like this This got dark. This got dark AF right now. And again, it's one of those things, like, I'm amazed that a show like this can exist where it can hang on to its premise, you know? Because that's the thing, it's like, you know, because when I'm sitting here like, oh, you know, Sally, I think we have more important things to be doing than, you know, dealing with your acting dilemmas and stuff. But that has to be one of the cruxes of the show. Otherwise, it's just a drama about an assassin, you know? Like, we have to have that be like the, I don't know, I don't want to say the wrinkle, but like that is the major thing, because otherwise it's, well, Barry has to deal with Taylor. Well, Taylor's dealt with. Well, okay, now Barry has to deal with the Bolivians or something, or Goran, or whatever. You know, he has to do, you know, it's just sort of menial tasks that Barry has to deal with. But with the inclusion of the theater, it just makes everything, you know, 20 million times more complicated, you know? Because the reason, essentially, when you boil it down, the reason Chris is dead, the reason that child is going to grow up without their father, is because Barry joined an acting class. Because Barry joined an acting class, it got him onto Facebook, he connected to Chris, that led him to Taylor and Vaughn, which led Taylor to try to join Barry, which brought along Vaughn and Chris, which is how Vaughn, Chris, and Taylor have all ended up dead. And all of that is on Barry's conscience, you know? Now, maybe not Taylor. Taylor may not be weighing so heavily on his mind, you know? Taylor may not be weighing so heavily on his mind, but I mean, Vaughn seemed like a decent guy, you know? Chris said, you know, he had a girlfriend, and Chris had a family, you know? And Barry finally, unfortunately, did what he had to do, because what he had to do in that moment was kill Chris, because he was a risk, you know? Because he said, if he hadn't said that, you know, Barry would have just left, you know, Barry probably would have just let him go. But because Chris said, I have to go to the cops, I have to say everything, that made him a risk. That made him a problem, and Barry had to get rid of it, you know? Especially after so many times where Barry didn't do what he had to do. That was the moment where it's like, if he doesn't do this, everything is just going to keep getting worse. Somewhere you have to, you know, you have to cut the head off the snake. You have to do something to make it, to stop these escalating problems. And unfortunately, where he drew the line was at Chris. He could not let Chris talk, and he had to kill him, you know? Because if he had done that, then Fuchs was going to die, everyone at the class was going to die, it would have been terrible. And it's unfortunate that this is the one, you know? Because again, if at the stash house, if Barry had just killed Taylor, like Fuchs said, all of these problems would have been avoided, you know? Now, granted, there would have been new problems of, you know, the Bolivians going to war with the nice Bolivians, but actually no. Because after if he had killed Taylor, he would have just gone and done the hit on Cristobal himself. And he would have, you know, he would have scoped it out properly. He would have been there, prepared with a rifle, you know, with a sniper rifle, and he would have just taken him out, you know? So, you could also argue that, well, I mean, because you could argue that, well, the reason Chris is dead is because he didn't kill Taylor, you know? But just everything branches itself back to Barry joining that acting class, because everything just kept going wrong until finally, he made a decision. He made a decision to put an end to things and to begin to clean up the mess he has created over the course of this season. It's just so unfortunate that that included killing Chris, you know? And I like how I like how they deal with that. I like how they deal with, you know, the idea of killing someone, you know? Because Chris, like you said, you know, he was just in logistics in the military, you know? That's why he was there without a uniform, you know? Which, to be fair, and I think Barry even said this, is just, what do you think they were going there to do, you know? Like, when you hear Taylor talking about a bum rush, why do you think... And Barry tried to get him out of there. Now, the interesting thing is, luckily for Barry, the evidence technically doesn't point to him, you know? Like, there is so much evidence now of Taylor rather than of Barry. However, Moss, like Hank Schrader before her, when she gets a suspect, she is sticking with that suspect, you know? It's exactly like Hank Schrader, you know, the sort of rogue detective who figures out a suspect even when all the evidence mounts against it, you know? And she suspects Barry. And again, if she can't find, because on Facebook he's Barry Block, but because she was looking for those links, you know? And there is a link between Barry and Chris, but it's Barry Block, and she currently doesn't believe that Barry is on Facebook because she looked up Barry Berkman. So all of the evidence is against it being Barry, even though we, as the audience, know that it is. But Moss suspects that it is Barry, you know? But yeah, I love the way they portray... And again, you know, for what you can be forgiven for believing is just a dark comedy at the beginning, goes so heavy and dramatic. Just first on Chris, you know? Chris and his whole meltdown in the car, you know, like that was heart-wrenching to watch. And then just the fact that Barry went through the exact same thing, you know? He's losing it. But that's the thing, is it's so amazing that is what propels Barry to deliver the line in a way that he's never been able to act. You know, he has not been able to act properly throughout the whole season, with some minor exceptions. And now, even though he wasn't in costume, he just went out there and so perfectly said that line. And now, because see, we literally have just talked about, you know, killing Chris is the beginning of Barry being able to clean up this mess, you know? This whole giant mess that has been created. He finally did, you know, what Fuke said, do your fucking job. He had to do that against Chris. But now, even though we're talking about cleaning up all the problems, you know, we're not going to have new problems created by Chris in terms of that side of the story. The other side now is, if he wants to be able to be an actor, it only comes from the emotion that he had of killing his friend. So that's a problem. That is a problem. That he can only now get that, you know, he was in that space, you know? And it just, he can be an actor. He just needs to kill his friends to do it. I was kind of hoping that he could somehow talk to Gene and get through, but no, he had to work out a lot of that. Maybe, because I want Gene to be sort of, you know, you know, the I guess the wise master, the Obi-Wan of the show, you know, which is funny because technically Barry has two of those because he has Gene and he has Fuchs, you know, but I was kind of hoping that Gene would like almost help him work through that, but it's gonna be a bit before he can work through this, I tell ya. Granted, we only have one more episode left in this season, so ugh, good God Almighty, again. You know, it's, which, was this the show? I think this was the show where I was like, this is like Chainsaw Man. I think this gets way darker and way heavier than Chainsaw Man, but it's that sort of thing of like, it sort of lures you in as a sort of goofy comedy, and then it really hits you with the dramatic. This more so than Chainsaw Man too, you know? Because in Chainsaw Man, you'll still have moments where Denji and Power are just doing some stupid shit or something, you know? But this, it's like, nope. Nope. And I mean, I guess maybe it's like, oh, well, now we have to see, you know, can Sally be a professional actor or anything? And it's like, oh my God, I feel like we shouldn't have time for this, but we do. We do, but that's the wrinkle. Because otherwise, this would just be, it would still be very good, but this would just be a drama about an assassin. But adding in that extra layer of the theater is just so interesting, you know? So, man, how'd they come up with this, you know? How did they come up with this? Because it feels like, again, the premise of it's about an assassin who becomes an actor in LA, you know? I feel like that's just something you kind of like think off the top of your head, you know? It's just like, an assassin becomes an actor. You know, you just kind of think of that. But I love that it's like, okay, we're going to take that very simple premise and just go forward just so thoroughly and completely, you know? Because I feel like other big drama shows, at least ones that I've watched, Mr. Robot or Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or something like that, like, the premise is also pretty big on top of the weight that the show gives it. But this, it's like, the premise here is very small, a bit niche, like, very, like, contained, and how do you get, you know, for this show, 4 seasons out of that, you know? But they did, and they put so much into it, and it's amazing. So that's also the mark of great writers, you know? Like, it almost seems like a dare, you know? It's kind of like, this, another weird comparison, but this is like the story behind Ed, Edd n Eddy, which, again, weird comparison, but with that, the creator of that, Danny Antonucci, he mainly did like a lot of sort of, I guess, adult or mature cartoons that were, you know, crazy, and they had so much grotesque animation. It was all crazy. It was just basically not for kids. And I'm pretty sure the story is that like one of his friends dared him to do a kid-friendly show. And as a result, he created Ed, Edd n Eddy, you know? And that kind of seems like this, where someone, maybe even Bill Hader himself, because I know he had a large hand in this, maybe he just came up with that premise of, you know, assassin tries to be an actor in LA. And then he got himself and a bunch of other good writers, and they were just like, okay, we're really going to go off with this premise. So, great stuff. I don't know how many more ways I can suck this show off, so maybe we should end the episode and clean up. My analogies have gone all over the place, so that's generally the sign that I need to wrap up a discussion when my analogies are just going, you know, out of control. We've got one more episode left this season, and I'm very curious to see where we are going. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Barry reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.